Hello and welcome to everyone. This is the Filmverse Show where we talk movies, TV, news about movies and movie reviews. It's basically what we do here. So it's a show we've got today. It's a show. What is wrong? That makes no sense. Why did I say that? Anyway, let's get to it. We've got some topics. We're going to be talking about the Kenobi series. It's been put on hold because of the scripts, apparently. We'll get into that. There's some big things in there. We're going to talk about Just Mercy. We're going to review that. We're going to talk about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. We are going to review that as well. And we are going to talk about Bad Robot, J.J. Abrams, his production company. They are producing some interesting things for DC. We are talking Justice League Dark, which is very, very, very intriguing. So we have got all these topics, so we're going to get into it. And I'm going to start off with the movie reviews today. I feel like we need to start off with them. So we're going to get right into it. Let's start off with Just Mercy. Now, Just Mercy stars Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Brie Larson. Look, I thought this movie was fantastic. Fantastic. Talk properly. Anyway, I thought it was fantastic. And I thought the performances were strong. They were really, really strong. Jamie Foxx was absolutely exceptional. He was so good in the role he played. He embodied what you would think that person was actually going through at that particular time of his life throughout the movie, what is happening. Michael B. Jordan, I thought, was absolutely sensational as the lead role. I thought this was one of the best performances I've seen him do. He was absolutely so good that you are sitting there, you're rooting for him, you're on the journey with him. You are saying, look man, if you're going to do it, we're going to do it with you. You're like that in the audience. Brie Larson, I don't know why people hate Brie Larson. I don't understand that. She is a phenomenal actress and she showed just how good she really was in this film as well. I thought she was great in this as well. So the whole movie is it's based on the true story where people down in Alabama were getting convicted of crimes that they didn't commit because they were black. So it was easier to blame it on a black person at that time period. And they were getting chucked in on death row, executed and stuff like that for the crimes. And for the way that the main character, who Michael B. Jordan plays, comes straight out of Harvard. Like, he's just finished his law degree out of Harvard and he's going down there, being a black person himself, to free other black people who have been convicted of a wrong. Like, been convicted wrongly. Don't know why I can't talk today. Ugh, it's doing my head in. So the story I thought was really, 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 really compelling. I was so invested in this story. The whole courts and everything like that, the way that it shows you how it was back then, I was really shocked because I don't know too much about what happened in those time periods because I'm from Australia, not from America. But to see that it was like that is just absolutely it's disgusting to see that us as human race, we were like that. Like, and we're still sort of like that now. And it's pretty disgusting as a human race to do that stuff. But I mean, I thought this film was really, really good. It's heartfelt. There's heart in it. I teared up in it. There's a scene that I thought, it was just, I felt the relief as well. I felt like I was free in this film as well, in this particular scene. Jamie Foxx just freaking it's Jamie Foxx, isn't it? Yeah, he freaking delivered. Absolutely freaking delivered. It was sensational. I mean, go see Just Mercy. If you haven't seen it, make sure you see it. It is a great film. Now, let's get on to the next topic. The next film. We are going to talk and discuss A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This is the film about Mr. Rogers. This is about someone doing a profile on him for a magazine. A writer who is not the kindest writer, who writes and tries to basically put the person he's writing about and show the bad side of them rather than the good side. Now he's stuck with a dilemma when he's asked to do a profile on Mr. Rogers about being a hero. And, I mean, Mr. Rogers, we all know what he is. And this film, to me, I really, really, really enjoyed this film as well. I thought this film was great. I mean, oh, wow. Wow. The one thing I came out of this movie with straight away was, look, if Darth Vader, Thanos, any freaking villain you can think of come to Earth right now in our reality and threaten to kill us or destroy everything, take over the galaxy, everything like that, we just need to send Mr. Rogers. Simple. If we send Mr. Rogers, we are not going to have a freaking problem. That guy, I kid you not, that guy could talk to them, make them change their freaking mind about what they are doing. That's how good this guy is. Just, it changes you. This movie does change you because the way Mr. Rogers helps people and is so like calm, so helpful, so nice. You're sitting there and you're like, dude, have you never ever just lost it? And it explains in the movie that he has been tested before. His anger has been tested. His patience has been tested. But he finds other ways to take out that anger and that frustration and that and the lack of patience on something else rather than taking it out on a human being and destroying them. You see his soft side, how he's willing to sacrifice his own time to help others. I mean, if we all were like Mr. Rogers, I mean, I tell you what, this world would be a much better place. Matthew Rhys, I mean, he was exceptional as well as the lead character, Lloyd. The guy that's basically broken down, that's having issues, and has to do the profile on Mr. Rogers. I thought he was really, really good as well. His character was like, you're sitting there and you're following his story. And you gradually see his character change. He's frustrated with the way Mr. Rogers is. He's saying, he's basically like, no, this is too good to be true. Mr. Rogers is too good to be true. No one is this nice. No one is this helpful. No one puts others above themselves. And he goes in and you watch this character just, Mr. Rogers says things that you kind of like, yeah, that would frustrate me too because you're trying to talk about this, but then he's bringing up this. But the way Mr. Rogers does it, he is basically deconstructing the character, the person that Lloyd is, to get to the center of the whole issue and then help him rebuild it back up. And it is phenomenal how they do that with the Lloyd character. They break him down and then build him back up. It is heartwarming. It is brilliantly done. Tom Hanks is absolutely exceptional. I can see why he got a nomination. Matthew Rhys is brilliant as well as Lloyd. And I tell you what, it kind of makes you want to be a better person after watching this movie. It does. It makes you want to be a better person. So, I highly recommend, check out A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It is a phenomenal film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, so let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Just Mercy and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood? Did you love them? Did you hate them? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments and we are going to get to the next topic here. Alright, on the next issue. Kenobi. ObiWan Kenobi Disney Plus series has been officially put on hold. Well, it hasn't been put on hold, it's been pushed back, basically, due to script creativity differences between Kathleen Kennedy and the writer. Even though Kathleen Kennedy said at Disney D23 the scripts were done and they were going into production and shooting this year. So they had 5 months. 5 months ago, they told us the scripts they're good, they're ready to go. Yet, you're not happy with the scripts now and you're having creative differences. This is a fucking mess. Oh. Star Wars has been a fucking mess under Disney so far. The The new trilogy had no... What I felt with the new trilogy was there was no person to oversee the whole project. No one that was high up, like a Kathleen Kennedy, had a plan. Had a set plan, a set journey, a set whatever you want to fucking call it. Had a set thing in place. Like a Kevin Feige does with the MCU. He's got it mapped out. This is where we're going. This is what I want. These are my guidelines. Can you do something within these guidelines? Yes, we can. Boom. Done. Kathleen Kennedy hires. We need this. Episode 7. Cool. Oh, okay, Rian Johnson. We need you to write episode 8. Why this is being finished. Why this film's not even out. Look. Oh, we need you to write episode 9 before the freaking Last Jedi is even out. Can you do that? No, you don't do that. Look, you need a set plan. Okay, and then of course what happened was we had freaking 3 different freaking things that didn't really mesh together like it could have been. This trilogy could have been really, really fucking good. Now we move to Disney Plus and we're having issues with Kenobi now as well. The Mandalorian is fantastic. Is fantastic. But why can that go? That one be fine, but now Kenobi's not. Because Jon Favreau is over there holding it together with Dave Filoni. They have got a great story going. They know where they're going. For me, the major problem here is Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, look, she's a great producer. She is one of the best. Steven Spielberg even said she's one of the best producers. But I just don't think being the head of Lucasfilms is the right job for her. I think she needs to go back to just producing individual films here and there. I think that's what she needs to do. She's really good at that. I don't think she is like a Kevin Feige. Because look at over time, look at all the people she's lost already. She has lost more directors in the space of what, 3 to 5 movies than Kevin Feige over at Marvel have in 20 fucking 3 movies. That is massive. I think she's the main problem. I think she needs to probably, I think she just needs to go back to producing. We need to get someone in at Lucasfilms, someone that needs to come in to be the head, like a Kevin Feige figure that has a plan, an idea, a vision. They have a vision of where they want to go. This is another thing that is just piled on top of each other. Now we got the Kenobi series that we have to wait for even more. Because you're not happy with the creativity decisions made by the writer. You're not happy with it. But 5 months ago you told us the scripts were freaking ready and done. You're happy with them. Now all of a sudden you're not? Like, oh, it does my head in. I mean, I am unabashedly a massive Star Wars fucking fan. I just want Star Wars to be great. That's all I care about, is I just want it to be great. I mean, I've even gone in and started writing my own fucking book about a Star Wars story. I've got a plan where I want to go with it. Whether or not it comes out and translates well or not, who knows? But at least I've got a freaking plan and an outline and everything set into it. But it just seems like Kathleen Kennedy doesn't have that. She doesn't have that ability to see a vision of where she wants to go and how she's going to do it. And, you know, there's also stories out there. J.J. Abrams was given full creativity of episode 9. But from what I've heard now, is what we got was not his original idea and script and the way it was shot. Apparently, they changed a lot of things. They were told to change a lot of things to suit certain people that hold shares. It's always fucking bad news when a fucking studio has to get involved. Just let the director do his own fucking story for once. Oh, it's just Star Wars. It sucks because I fucking love Star Wars so much, and to see it just be treated like this is just fucking... Oh, it's a disaster. say whatever you want about the prequels. At least George fucking Lucas had an idea and a vision and followed it through. They may not be the best movies, except for Episode 3. Episode 3 is fucking sick. I don't care what anyone says. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is absolutely fucking amazing. I love that film so much. It's the most rewatched Star Wars film. I watch it the most. That's the most I've rewatched, is Revenge of the Sith. I just love it, and I love the Anakin character. But at least he had a vision, and he freaking followed it through. Oh, it's just so frustrating. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Do you think Kathleen Kennedy is the problem? Do you think that she is the main reason why this Kenobi series is now being put on hold because of script issues? Just let me know what your whole idea is, because I mean, I'm looking forward to this Kenobi series, and now it's getting pushed back. It's just an absolute disaster. It's another thing on top of another thing at Lucasfilm right now. So I don't know. It's just, hopefully Star Wars is going to be good. Hopefully it's going to get back to its roots. Otherwise I'm going to have to step in and just give him my Star Wars story and get him to make sure I have full control. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? And we are moving to the next topic now. So we are moving to the final topic, which is going to be J.J. Abrams at Bad Robot are producing content. They're producing content, aka films, TV shows, whatever, for film and TV, of Justice League Dark. When I heard this, my first initial thought was, I didn't think Abrams would do that. I thought maybe Superman, he might grab a bit of Superman, Green Lantern, something like that. But to hear he's going to be doing this is very, very interesting. I never thought we would see a Justice League Dark. I never thought, not in the state that DC was in currently. They're trying to rebuild. I mean, I'm a fan of Abrams. I am a big fan of Abrams right now. I think he's a great director. I really liked his Star Trek stuff that he did. The 3 movies. Third one's not the best, but I thoroughly enjoyed him. I love Force Awakens, and I do like The Rise of Skywalker. So I mean, I'm happy for this. This is great. People always talk about comic book fatigue. Let's touch on this. Everyone says, look, there's comic book fatigue and that, but as long as the comic book films make money, you're just going to keep seeing them. I don't think we are going to get... I don't think there is comic book fatigue. I think people are more interested to see where the comic book genre goes from now because of what happened with Endgame and stuff like that, and that was the big leader. Everyone's more intrigued, I think, where we're going, rather than saying, oh, I've had enough. I've had enough comic book films. Because people say, oh, all we get is comic book films. All we get is comic book films. Alright, let's end the debate. Okay, so out of all the freaking movies that are coming out this year, we've got Birds of Prey. We've got Wonder Woman. We've got Black Widow, Eternals, Venom 2, Morbius, and I think... Did I say Wonder Woman? I think. So we got like 8 of them out of, what, the friggin' 150 movies that are going to come out this year? So, like, that is a small percentage of films that we are getting that are comic books. So I don't feel like there's comic book fatigue. I'm certainly not. I love them, and I could keep watching them. But as long as they make money, they're gonna keep being made. And I am very excited to see what Abrams is going to do in film and TV, because that's the big one. Film and TV with Justice League Dark. So what I'm getting from that is the TV universe and the movie universe going to be connected. That could be a big possibility. I mean, who knows? But this, to me, this is exciting news. I am excited to see what Abrams is going to do with the Justice League Dark. I really thought he was going to touch on Superman and Green Lantern maybe, but who knows? This could be his start, and then we could see moving forward. But let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Do you think J.J. Abrams is the right man to do the Justice League Dark? Are you excited to see Justice League Dark on TV and film? And yeah, just let me know what your general thoughts are on that. So, thank you again for joining me for the Filmverse. This has been episode 4. We have 4 episodes. And yeah, there's going to be more coming out, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like if you like this video. Subscribe if you want more. There is other content on my channel that will be coming out as well. So, thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day. Follow me on social media in the description below. And yeah, peace out.